What is up, guys? It is Jed Wrestling here, back again with another video. Night of Champions just came to a wrap, and in this video, we're going to be talking about absolutely everything that happened, starting off with the opening match. And our opening match was the King of the Ring Finals, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Dude, I actually really enjoyed this match. I really liked how it was put together with both Cody and Randy, sort of showing some like heel tenacities. They did do like Randy's back injury thing, that targeting his back, which is getting old. I'll be honest. Like they've been doing that ever since Randy Orton came back at Survivor Series of 2023 from his big back injury that he had that almost ended his career. They've been doing like like targeting his back ever since then. But it was cool to see Cody Rhodes do it because he's like that doesn't seem like something babyface Cody Rhodes would do. That seems like something heel Cody Rhodes would do. And of course, they also had Randy Orton try to bring in a steel chair to distract the referee, and the referee ended up like throwing the steel chair out of the ring as Randy Orton unnoticeably exposed the steel turnbuckle, which caught me majorly off guard. But both these guys were acting like heels. That's why I absolutely love this match. He went to slam Cody Rhodes into the turnbuckle, but Cody Rhodes turned it around, slammed him ribs first into the exposed turnbuckle, willfully, by the way. Cody Rhodes knew about the exposed turnbuckle. He slammed Randy Orton into it, and then hit him with a crossroads to become the king of the ring. And yes, King Cody Rhodes is upon us. Cody Rhodes did win the tournament, and he's going to be fighting John Cena at SummerSlam, which, I mean, I don't really care, all right? We've seen John Cena and Cody Rhodes already. I know this was going to be a rematch, like, either way, but I don't know. I feel like most preferably, I think it would be cool if like we had Orton in like getting involved into this match at SummerSlam somehow and making it a triple threat. I think that would make it more interesting. But at this stage, I'm not really too interested in another John Cena versus Cody Rhodes match. But we had Randy Orton looking on at Cody Rhodes after the match as he was cutting his promo, and it wasn't really a look of love. It was a look of jealousy. Randy Orton is jealous of Cody Rhodes, and like I said in the predictions, I feel like this match could be a catalyst for a possible Randy Orton heel turn, which I would absolutely love. Randy Orton does his best work as a heel. You just love to hate him when he's playing the bad guy. That's why Randy Orton is so awesome. But yes, this was a really good match. I liked it a lot. Would I have had these two in the King of the Ring finals? Maybe, maybe not, but this was still a really good match, and I enjoyed it. We moved on next to Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. Dude, I didn't have really high expectations going into this match, but they really over-delivered. First of all, they did change the name of this match, like on the night. They changed it from a regular street fight to a Riyadh Boulevard street fight, but nothing really changed. The stipulations stayed the same. And but yeah, this match really blew me away. I really liked it. I think this is definitely one of Raquel Rodriguez's better matches that she's had on the main roster, and it's definitely she definitely showed that she has the ability to maybe move up the card a little bit, maybe be part of some more main event storylines. But yes, we did see some really cool spots. We saw the announce table cowl get involved from I believe the Arabic announce table. It was placed over the timekeepers area, and Raquel Rodriguez ended up powerbombing Rhea Ripley through the announce table cowl and into the timekeepers area, which was a really cool spot. We saw Roxanne Perez get involved, but Rhea Ripley managed to dispatch her pretty easily with a trash can. And towards the end, we did see a table stacked up on the corner, and Rhea Ripley would climb up to the top of the table, which was pretty scary. A lot of things could have gone wrong there. The table could have broken, they could have fallen, but she dragged Raquel Rodriguez up there and did a massive riptide off the table down to the mat and managed to put her away. Rhea Ripley gets the win at Night of Champions. This was a really good match, like I said, and it was really cool to see Rhea Ripley get this victory. Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn was up next. Sami Zayn got a really big crowd reaction from the Saudi Arabian audience, which was really cool to see. Other than that, I feel like this match went a little bit long, not gonna lie. And it's just like I don't know. This match went like 15 to 20 minutes, and I wasn't really too invested in the action. For the ending, we did see Karrion Kross like trying to tell Sami Zayn that like to tell Sami Zayn the truth or something, trying to get Sami Zayn to tell him the truth. Then he runs into the corner, but Sami Zayn follows him over and hits a wicked Haluva kick to finally put Karrion Kross behind him more than likely. I don't know. This match went on a little bit long. I understand that they wanted to give Sami Zayn a showing, but I don't know. I feel like the length of this match could have been shortened a little bit to possibly give maybe something else a little bit more time. But I don't know. This match wasn't bad. Next match on the show featured the Family Feud finally coming to a head as Solo Sikoa challenged Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. Now, first of all, I in my predictions I did say that Jacob Fatu was going to win, and I said I don't see Solo winning. But then I got this thought: this dude Hikuleo, he's been signed with WWE for a while. What if they have him like come back and screw Jacob Fatu, and then Solo Sikoa wins the U.S. title? And that is what ended up happening. But first of all, there was a little bit more shenanigans before that. After a little bit of action in this match, we saw JC Mateo come out, and yeah, he distracted the referee for an absurdly long amount of time, allowing a man in a hoodie to come in, trip up Jacob Fatu on the top rope, and he would reveal himself to be Tonga Loa, dude. Oh my gosh, Tonga Loa is back. I cannot put into words how excited I am. He's been gone since Survivor Series of 2024, of course, last year. Tongaloa is back, dude. I'm so happy to see it. Like seriously, Tongaloa did get a really decent pop from the crowd. As for the commentators, they weren't really too excited about him, but the crowd definitely popped for Tongaloa, so that was pretty cool, I guess. But Jacob Fatu was able to thwart his interference, and while the referee was still distracted, we saw this massive 7-foot dude pull Jacob Fatu out of the ring after he had hit a moonsault on Solo Sikoa, and then he took him out with a chokeslam on the announce table. They identified this man as the brother of Tongaloa and Tamatanga, Hikuleo. Now, I'm not going to pretend to know too much about Hikuleo. I've never watched him wrestle, but from what I've heard, he's been signed with WWE for a long time, and he used to be in like New Japan and all that when back when Tamatanga and Tongaloa were in New Japan. So I guess that's pretty cool. They don't have a lot of 7-foot giants going right now, so it's pretty cool to see another one. Not since they fired Braun Strowman. The other one I can think of right now is Omos, and they never use him on TV. So Hikuleo is going to be the only like really tall presence that we're seeing on SmackDown. But yes, Solo Sikoa was able to take advantage with a Samoan spike that turned Jacob Fatu inside out, and he won the United States Championship. I'm happy for Solo Sikoa. He's been growing on me a lot recently. I think Solo is really funny. I think he could have a pretty decent character if they want to put a little more effort into it, past him just being funny and impersonating everybody. But yeah, they definitely do some cool stuff with this U.S. title run. I think Jacob Fatu is going to go back after this new bloodline that they've got assembled. It only makes sense. He's going to start teaming up with Jimmy Uso, possibly to take on Solo and his new bloodline of JC, Tongaloa, and Hikuleo. I also heard that they're calling Hikuleo Talatonga now, which is kind of a dumb name, not gonna lie. But the new bloodline has been assembled, and Solo Sikoa is your new United States champion. We saw the King of the Ring finals earlier in the show, and now it was time for the Queen of the Ring finals. Asuka versus Jade Cargill. This match was okay. I mean, I feel like Jade Cargill has a little bit more improvement to do in the ring before they should be giving her these like top spots. That's why I thought her partnership with Bianca Belair was such a good idea because Bianca Belair, she's like one of the best on the women's roster in my opinion, and she could like pass down some of her knowledge onto Jade Cargill backstage possibly. She could give her some tips, help her become better. And now that they kind of prematurely ended that partnership, Jade Cargill is on her own, and she did take on Asuka here. I did. I might just be saying this because I wanted Asuka to win, dude. I want to see Io Sky versus Asuka at SummerSlam, but now it's not. It's looking like that's not going to happen because Io Sky lost this match after Jade Cargill hit her jaded facebuster thing and it fell out of the cover. Like I really don't know what happened with that, but she like did her usual pin where she like turns around and does like the classic Jade Cargill pin thing, and she like fell off of Asuka before the count even like finished. She might have been like nervous or something, but like dude, that was just I don't know. I definitely feel like Asuka deserved this win. Jade Cargill did cut a pretty decent promo after, pretty decent like inspirational sort of promo afterward. But I don't know, like Asuka, she just came back. She's been looking really good. She's been doing really good in the ring. I feel like this was a good accolade to give to Asuka, especially to have her face Io Sky in the future. Yeah, I definitely think Asuka should have won this, but cool for Jimmy Cargill. And our Night of Champions main event, John Cena versus CM Punk, the greatest of all time, versus the best in the world for the undisputed WWE Championship. If you did not like this match, I guess I could understand. There was a lot of unnecessary interference. If this match was really like kind of overbooked in my opinion, but I personally liked this match for the main event. First of all, CM Punk busted out sort of a modernized version of the Money in the Bank 2011 attire, which is the figure that I have up here, the Ultimate Edition, and John Cena. He was also wearing a very similar attire to this, so this setup is pretty much perfect as far as the CM Punk figures. But there are a lot of classic callbacks here. I recently watched their match from Money in the Bank 2011. If you've never seen it, absolutely go see it. As an absolute classic. It's up on WWE's YouTube page if you are interested. But there was a lot of classic callbacks, a lot of spots that I remember from that original match. In this match, of course. And yeah, these two hit a lot of counters, of course, symbolizing that they know each other in and out. They've had a lot of matches against each other, so that was really really awesome to see. And then pretty far into this match, we did see the appearance of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and his crew came out, Money in the Bank briefcase in hand, and the referee had been knocked down by John Cena, if you were wondering. So Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed destroyed CM Punk, slammed him through the announce table. Then we saw Penta, and then this is kind of where things started to get a little too weird. We saw Penta coming out, and that's like really that's like it's not random because he's had his run-ins with his Seth Rollins' faction. He's been feuding with Braun Breaker. But like having Penta come out during John Cena and CM Punk for the title, like that, it was just a little bit weird. But we also saw Sami Zayn come out, and Sami Zayn and Penta would work together to take out Braun Breaker before John Cena hit a massive AA on Bronson Reed. And then we saw John Cena and CM Punk hug in the center of the ring. It looked like they were going to handle the latter stages of this match respectfully and as professionals. But John Cena gave that signature look into the camera from back when he turned heel, and he was about to kick CM Punk square in the nuts. But CM Punk managed to catch the foot. He had it scouted. Then he went for a GTS. But Seth Rollins smacks CM Punk in the face with the briefcase, hits the curb stomp, or the stomp for modern WWE. I just can't help but call it the curb stomp sometimes, sorry. But John Cena throws Seth Rollins out of the ring and manages to pin CM Punk to retain his title. As for how John Cena's heel run is going, I definitely think that he's finding his groove. He's finding his promo skills. He's finding his good mannerisms as a heel. And I'm really starting to enjoy John Cena's retirement run. I don't see them retiring him as a heel, but this heel run is definitely starting to grab my interest. I think John Cena is starting to make it work, which so is appreciated. I wasn't too into it before he started doing like the pipe bomb and stuff. But I definitely think Cena is playing a pretty decent heel here. But yes, Seth Rollins' cash-in attempt was thwarted, and John Cena is still the last real champ. Bro, how did I forget to mention like Seth Rollins calling down for a referee and Charles Robinson runs down? Then John Cena comes from out of the camera shot and absolutely decks him, dude. Charles Robinson is an absolute goat. He is 61 years old, still taking that huge shoulder tackle from John Cena. That was absolutely awesome. Definitely one of the craziest parts of this match. And that was WWE Night of Champions 2025 in a nutshell. I personally enjoyed this show. I thought every match was pretty decent in its own right. There were some that were better than others, undeniably, but I thought there were some really decent moments on this show, some really cool, memorable stuff. And I'm going to give this show a 7 out of 10. I feel like this show deserves a 7 out of 10 rating. You can let me know what you thought down in the comments down below. I would also greatly appreciate it if you were to smash a like on this video and subscribe to my channel, as well as turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. But yes, Jed Wrestling out.